In the anthology Heralds of the Siege from the Horus Heresy series, the stories delve into the final stages of the Horus Heresy and the pivotal events surrounding the Siege of Terra. Myriad by Rob Sanders. This story follows the Alpha Legion and their enigmatic Primarch, Alfarius. It delves into their complex plans and manipulations during the Siege of Terra. The Grey Raven by Gav Thorpe. This story centers around Corvus Corax, the Primarch of the Raven Guard Legion. It explores his role in the Siege of Terra and his struggle against the traitor legions. Valerius by Gav Thorpe. This story follows Valerius, a former World Eater, as he faces the horrors of the Siege of Terra and confronts his own inner demons. The Ember Wolves by Rob Sanders. This story focuses on the Space Wolves Legion and their relentless assault against the traitor legions. It delves into their ferocity and their determination to protect the Imperium. Black Shield by Chris Raitt. This story follows a group of Black Shields, renegade Astartes from various traitor legions who have cast aside their original loyalties. It explores their motives, conflicts, and contributions to the Siege of Terra. Children of Sicarus by Anthony Reynolds. This story centers around the Iron Warriors Legion and their role in the Siege of Terra. It delves into their relentless siege warfare and their efforts to breach the Imperial defenses. Exocytosis by James Swallow. This story follows the character of Garrow, a loyalist space marine, as he faces the horrors of the traitor legions and fights to protect the Imperium. The Painted Count by Guy Haley. This story follows the character of Count Slogan, a warrior in service to the Emperor, as he faces the traitor legions during the Siege of Terra. It delves into his unwavering dedication to the Imperium and the sacrifices he makes in the name of loyalty. The Last Son of Prospero by Chris Raitt. This story focuses on the character of Azek Ahriman, a former Thousand Sons sorcerer. It explores his struggles and actions during the Siege of Terra and sheds light on his motivations and the consequences of his choices. The Soul Severed by Chris Raitt. This story centers around the White Scars Legion and their role in the Siege of Terra. It delves into their lightning-fast assaults and their efforts to outmaneuver the traitor legions. Dark Compliance by John French. This story follows the efforts of the Dark Compliance, a clandestine group loyal to the Emperor, as they uncover treachery and strive to maintain order during the Siege of Terra. Duty Waits by Guy Haley. This story focuses on the character of Falcus Kibre, a custodian guard, as he faces the traitor legions and struggles to fulfill his duty to protect the Emperor. Magisterium by Chris Raitt. This story follows the Sisters of Silence, an order of psychic nulls, as they battle against the powers of chaos during the Siege of Terra. Now Peals Midnight by John French. This story delves into the machinations of Malcador the Sigillite and his efforts to ensure the survival of the Imperium during the darkest days of the Siege of Terra. Dreams of Unity by Nick Kime. This story centers around the Iron Hands Legion and their relentless pursuit of unity and perfection. It explores their struggles and the sacrifices they make in the name of their legion's ideals. The Board is Set by Gav Thorpe. This story follows the character of Alanius Pius, a humble soldier, as he faces the unimaginable horrors of the Siege of Terra and finds the courage to confront a Primarch. Each of these stories in the anthology Heralds of the Siege provides unique perspectives and explores the trials, triumphs, and sacrifices of key characters during the climactic events of the Horus Heresy. Together, they contribute to the rich tapestry of the Siege of Terra and the wider narrative of the series.